Hey viewers and viewers, my name is John Red Strategist. Welcome back to Survey Being Hunted. This is episode 324 now. So, remember last time, of course, Phil joined me for a mammoth of an episode. No real reason why we decided to do that. I think he just basically rang me up one day, or texted me, or whatever it was he did. And he said to me, "Oh, old Andrew, I want to do a big episode. I've got some interesting topics to talk about." Because that's exactly how he talks, and so we decided to do it. You know, it kind of got got to a point in the episode where I wasn't really doing the challenge so much as I was just sort of wandering around this island. But we're back, of course, continuing on with the Vollisund und Gromit challenge. So, we're going to head over to another island. That's what I'm thinking, because I believe we've probably cleared this one out of all the stuff that we can find. I'm just listening to this guy. That's not Rule Britannia. That's Old Lang Syne, that's not. Freaking sea beast is behind me. That's Old Lang Syne. There's Rule Britannia. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to go over here onto the jetty so the robot can't freaking get me. And then I'll tot up the extra 40 points that we just got because we heard him. I feel like sometimes what I was doing in the previous episode, where I was deliberately stopping by the Squire to listen to him actually singing it, I feel like that's kind of cheating, I'll be honest with you. That's 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. There we go. God, I've got a lot of points so far. It's been really, really good. Those Squires are really a godsend for getting points, and especially since this isn't a time challenge. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to jump cut here so I can cut out the loading screen between these islands because we're going to go over to the west. I just want to experiment with it, see how it affects the file size of my videos. Because sometimes I think, does the file size of the video actually come out bigger if I keep the transition in, or if I try recording the transition between islands? Because the Bandicam recording sometimes it's like it momentarily freezes and it can end up cutting dialogue, and I sometimes wonder, like I say, does that affect the file size? So 1 second everybody. And we're back in. Okay, well we'll see how that turned out. Maybe it'll be smaller, maybe it won't be, maybe it'll make absolutely no difference whatsoever, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, now we're here on the West Island. What I could really do with is a map, so that way I can mark out any points of significance. It would appear that the biome I set this to was maybe sort of industrial coloured, something like that. Is that industrial coloured? Yeah, I think it is, pretty much. So we'll see kind of how this looks. I mean, I think I remember saying when I started this particular challenge that I didn't change the biome generation settings too much, if at all, to be honest. I mean, there's industrial infrastructure over here, so I probably just set this to an industrial biome without any real kind of differences or alterations in terms of how many buildings spawn or anything like that. You see, we've got the old canal over here, which is fantastic. How many shopping trolleys are under there? Oh, there's a few of them, it seems. 2, 3. It's always a funny little idea putting these shopping trolleys here, even though there's no supermarket actually around. Okay, yes. I always thought the Sir aesthetic was an interesting one. Tweed punk and all that. Given the fact that, a lot of people at the time thought it was going for a kind of a steampunk vibe, but that only makes sense to a certain extent. There's a lot of stuff in it that's not really steampunk Victorian. It's more kind of, I don't know, how would you describe it? Modern stuff like supermarket trolleys, wind turbines, etc, etc. So yeah. But that's not really the main thing I wanted to talk about in this episode. No, no, no. You see, the main thing I actually wanted to talk about was, well, going back to the subject of video games and all that, because you know me, I love talking about that sort of thing. Now, I talked actually about this in my, what was it, the, bollocks, hold on, I'm having a forgetful moment. I talked about this in my Real Dark Army Uprising Remastered Episode 4, which went out on the channel a couple of days ago. I was kind of just having a bit of a natter about games that caught my eye recently, because as of when this video goes out, the July 2020 in Steam reviews video, that will also have gone out. You know the one, the sort of short little videos that I do where I take the piss out of various reviews people have left on games and things like that, where I basically, do funny voices, things like that. People love it. or at least a niche of people seem to love it. But what was I saying? In essence, what I talked about in that RTCW episode that I mentioned a moment ago, because I was talking about that July 2020 video. I was mentioning some of the games that I'd covered in that July 2020 video. I say some of, basically there was only 3, but there's some notable titles in there. I must say, all 3 of those games that I looked at in that July 2020 Steam Reviews video, you know, they were all interesting looking in their own right. There was Carrion, there was of course Death Stranding, because that was released on Steam in the last sort of month or so, which was pretty good. And of course there was also a visual novel style game called Necro Barrister. So, fun little kind of fact here. I have actually bought Necro Barrister now, which is awesome, because I definitely want to take a look at that. It just looks like a neat little indie visual novel game, and I want to see what it's like, because it has an interesting premise, apparently. It's sort of asking questions about life and death and whatever else have you, so it's got a bit of a thing to it, which is pretty good. That's a good way of describing it. Oh, I got Chucky Bickies that I can take with me. Let me just hide behind this building and add on the 5 points that I got for that. So Necro Barrister, you know, I bought that. Also, you know, I will admit, there is another game I looked at in one of my past Steam Reviews videos. The original one, I think it was, back in April. There is a game which I actually looked at on there, which I've now bought, which is Prison Princess. Don't friggin' judge me, okay? If I want to play anime fan service games, I will. And there's nothing anyone can do to stop me. Oh, that's not how you friggin' throw a bottle. Uh-oh. Balls. That didn't go too well, did it? Take one over there, please. Go on. Off you go. I'm just gonna fucking go around the back, like so. Because I can. So yeah, I bought the thingy bobber. Are they actually gone, or are they just hanging around here? I think they're just hanging around, aren't they? Like a bunch of assholes. Take that. Amazing that they don't see it, sort of arcing through the air towards them. And again, they are kind of oblivious, aren't they, the old robo dudes? Take that. Ah, I'll take some marmalade. This is very jolly good stuff. Amazing that they can't see me from here, which is pretty good. Yeah, nothing really there, except I will take that bottle. Oh, take that. Take it, you bitch, and get over there. Take it, you wee little bastard. I'm just gonna go up here. Nothing there. There's never usually really chocolate biscuits or anything in the back doors, is there, of these buildings? So I don't really know if it's worth checking them, that's the thing. But it might be worth just having a look. Oh, yeah. That went in a funny direction. Get over there. Oh, bloody hell. Those guys are back there as well. It's not ideal, really, is it? Yeah, take that. Always amazed how they don't see anything. What was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about Necro Barrister, so I bought that. I bought Prison Princess. I nearly said Pretty Princess. Yes. But the game actually that I really want to take a look at, based on those Steam Reviews vids, and especially the one from last month, from July, the game that I really want to look at is Death Stranding. The only problem is it's about bloody 50 quid or more on Steam, which is a bit of an annoyance. It's a lot of money just to lay down for one game. But of course Death Stranding obviously is a Hideo Kojima game, starring Norman Reedus. Originally, of course, it was going to be, you know, the Silent Hills reboot, starring Norman Reedus, but then that got frigging cancelled. I never had the opportunity to play the teaser for that, which is sad, but I have watched plenty of videos of it on YouTube. Typical Hideo Kojima fashion, it's full of absolute mindfuck and all that, but yeah, Hideo Kojima, of course, is mostly renowned for the Metal Gear series of games, which I've actually never played. Ooh. Oh, there's 2 guys who friggin' spawned there. Well, they're stuck behind the bloody door now, aren't they? That's no good. It's amazing, though, that they can't see me. Take that over there. Will it distract them? Yeah, they're not going to move, though. They're going to see me as soon as I try poking my head out. Alright, well, this is not going to work. Not going to work at all, is it? So let's go this way. Talk about some Metal Gear stealth action going on right here. Okay. Let's keep moving. But yeah, Death Stranding, I've you know, I watched the trailer for that, obviously because I had to use that trailer, or one of the trailers rather, I should say, because technically there's multiple. The trailer I used, obviously, in that July 2020 Steam Reviews video, I actually watched it and just thought it looked really fascinating and weird. And of course, it's a Hideo Kojima game. I've never played a Hideo Kojima game before. They're probably really, really good. It's probably really worth me maybe having a look into them. But yeah, like I say, it's just friggin' so expensive on Steam. I believe blowing about 50 odd quid just on one game. Oh man, pretty crazy. Letter 5. Huh. Did we find that letter in our Literature Hunt challenge? Oh, we did, yeah. Sorry, for a moment I was looking at it thinking, what's your bet going to be that it's a letter that we haven't seen before in that previous challenge? Well, suddenly there's another one right here. Letter 13. Did we find this one in the challenge? Yes, we did. Okay, that's fine. Rifle shots and dynamite. Can't really do anything with them, because old pacifist and all that. The robots being in this town makes things kind of difficult. Is there any back doors around here? Not on that one, there isn't. Maybe on this one. Yeah, ha! Yeah, but like I said, I don't think Chocky Bickies and cheese spawns in the friggin' back doors, does it? It's probably not worth it. Huh. 4. Never noticed that. The crane has a number on it. Interesting. So many little details to this game that I have just probably never ever picked up on, and which I only pick up on now, friggin' over 300 episodes into the series. Oh jeez, oh great, now the landowner is stuck over there. Okay, well that's not great, is it? It's not ideal. Alright, let's go over to the other side of the town. On the side of the tracks. Or of the canal, rather. But yeah, so I want to obviously take a look at Death Stranding at some point. Obviously I'll need to buy it first, but I mean, it just looks like a really interesting game, because the whole sort of idea behind it is obviously that you play as Norman Reedus' character, who I think is called Sam. And Sam is supposed to be like a delivery person, something like that. There's basically the odd gameplay footage of him sort of going around on like a motorbike, and he's just carrying lots of crates and whatever. That's an extra 5 points for the old Chocky Bickies that I just found, so I'll take those in the absence of crackers. There we go, right. Nothing around there, no. Just no back door, nothing. Right, but yeah, so you play as obviously Norman Reedus' character, and it also is starring, what's-his-face, Mads Mikkelsen, who appears in one of the trailers. Oh, you can get Chocky Bickies in the friggin' back doors. Well, shit. Does that mean there's bloody buildings that I've missed? I'll tell you what, I'll try and clear as many buildings as I can, but if there are ones that I can't, then I'll just have to pass over on them. If not, you know, whatever. Okay, but yeah, Mads Mikkelsen is in, obviously, Death Stranding, and he appears in the trailer that I used for the old July 2020 video. And it just looks, like I say, really fascinating. It's obviously, you know, the graphics in the trailer are amazing. I don't know what the graphics actually in-game are like, necessarily, but from what I've seen, they appear to be fairly good, which is awesome. They look very similar to how they do in the trailers, so hopefully there's no kind of problems or anything in that regard. But apparently it is a bit of a walking simulator of a game, but you know, I've played walking sim type games before, and to be honest, I don't really have a problem with them. As long as they have interesting stories and whatever else have you, and they're quite good. They can be quite enjoyable. They're sort of games where you're supposed to kind of take your time, really, to be honest. That's letter 4. Did I ever find that one? Yeah, I did. God, I'm seeing so many letters and then looking at them thinking, oh, did I ever see that one? I can never quite remember. Do I really need to be carrying friggin' 3 canned pies around in my inventory? I've got a friggin' haggis and I've got all this alcohol. I don't need this much fucking food. Let's get rid of that. We'll keep 1 canned pie, because that's always, you know, my thing. Do I seriously need 5 alarm clocks? Dump a couple of those, free up some space. I don't really need anywhere near this much fucking revolver ammo either, do I? Because I'm not killing robots with it, I'm just killing animals, rabbits namely, if necessary. Right. Okay, moving on. But yeah, so yeah, I really want to just play Death Stranding. It just looks so interesting. But yeah, Necro Barrister, which I mentioned before, obviously I want to play that as well now, and I've got that actually now in my Steam library, which is fantastic. So maybe that'll be something I take a look at in the not too distant future, which could be awesome. It just looks like it has a really interesting art style, that's all. Kind of reminds me a bit of old school Ruby to look at. RWBY, you know, the old series by Rooster Teeth. Imagine the, you know, Volume 1 style animation of that, and then sort of picture that taken across to a visual novel style video game with a few first person mechanics to it, and that is basically Necro Barrister. That's why I picked it up, because the aesthetic of it looks very, very interesting and all that. So there's that, and who knows, maybe I will give in to my fanservice temptations and you'll see Prison Princess on the channel at some point, because I certainly know there's probably a few people who'll be like, oh yeah, I'd love to see that on the channel there, Red. Because that's exactly how all you viewers talk. Don't try to deny it, I know you do. Don't you try, don't even friggin' try, you buggers. Just admit I'm right, and then everything else will be fine. Seriously, admit you're right. Admit I'm right, even. Don't admit you're right, admit I'm right. Except if I say something that's blatantly, clearly, deliberately wrong. In which case, I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do in that situation. Oh, cheese! God, we've not really encountered much cheese so far, have we? Well, let's just get another 10 points added to the old total. There we go. We're doing very, very well. God, my piece of paper where I've got this points tally written down is just a clusterfuck. Somebody who didn't know what all of this meant would probably look at this and think, what the fuck have you been writing about? Because I've got, at the top of the page, letter, and then a load of numbers, because obviously that's from the Literature Challenge. Underneath I've got the listings for points for this challenge. Stilton 5, Chocky Bickies 10, etc. And then under that, I've got a segment of one of the friggin' language things from Fez, which is just a series of symbols with a sort of vague sentence forming under them. Then I've got the tally for this challenge's points, and underneath that I've got a load of RTs and LTs written down on the page from when I've been playing Fez, and I was trying to basically work out codes that you're supposed to input in the form of using the camera rotation. So yeah, a bit of a clusterfuck of weird shit on that page, but indeed, somebody who has no idea, like I say, what any of that means, probably going to be absolutely mystified by it. They'll probably think, what is this weird fucking mental shit you've written across this piece of paper, Red? Let's see now. Nope. Go over there, because that's where the friggin' bottle fell, you bastard. Nope. You didn't see anything? Go back. Go back and fuck off in that direction, please. Make like a banana and split. Actually, maybe go off in that direction? That might be a good direction for you guys to go. Are people on the other side of the river actually hearing? Not people. Nope. Oh god, he saw me. Shit. Eh. Even when I'm being fired at, I still take the time to look through the back doors. Oh, there you are. Nope. Ow. Fucking Victor Quartermain's after me. That's a Wallace and Gromit reference right there, ladies and gents, isn't it? See? You didn't think you'd hear about him now, did you? Alright, let me just chuck that down there on 20 seconds. Because that'll be good. It'll lure them all around, and then I can look at this building over here. Maybe actually then drop another one. Maybe sort of over there. Just lure them when... Oh god, this is a bad direction to have gone in, isn't it? What the hell am I doing? Why didn't I just go through the fucking gap? There we go. Oh, there's a church here as well. I had no idea. You guys need to move and investigate the old bell sound from over there. Oh, go. There we are. I doubt there's going to be really anything in this building, but oh, bloody hell, that door's right over there. Oh, having said that, there's Chocky Bickies though. Well, hold on. Let's make a mental note, 5 points. We'll get to that in a second. Nothing in there. There isn't another door on this side, is there? No. Alright, well, we can go and investigate the village. Just trying to remember, 5 points. Did the other one friggin' go off? I think it did. Oh, really? Those robots stuck over there in the village still? I think they are. What a bunch of assholes. Suddenly I'm going to start going through all my friggin' alarm clocks. Put that down there. Take the alarm clock, you bitches. Have fun with it. I want to see if I can just clear out this little village area over here before we end this episode. Now, what was I talking about? I was just talking about games, things like that. That's all I was talking about, wasn't I? Those guys up there are going to hear that, though. That's the only thing. Oh, no, what? Oh, are you fucking stuck? Oh, fucking hell. So I can't clear these buildings out really here, can I? Well, that's no good. Because they're just stuck there in the street. That's bad. I'm out of here. Screw them. I'm going. You didn't see anything. Get out of there. I'll go and investigate the church instead, because I can. I know when I'm not wanted in the vicinity of a village. They're just going to stand around in there, not moving, like a bunch of melon heads. Alright, anything in here? No, but we've got those jockey pickies at least that we need to friggin' write down the points for, so that's another 5 there. Fantastic. See how easy it is to actually rack up points in this challenge, especially when you're not timed. Bloody brilliant, I tell ya. Right, where's the jetty? Oh, it's off in this direction. Okay. Let me have a sip of tea whilst I'm at it and ruminate on these matters. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Whew. Okay, right. So we go over here. I think once we... Oh, wait a minute. You, get back here. There's an extra however many points it is. Where's my fucking revolver? Where's my fucking revolver? I could have sworn I had a revolver, you bitch. Ah, fuck, I've lost the rabbit. Well, oh! I see something moving over there. Is that a rabbit? There's a rabbit, but he's near a scarecrow. Ooh. Well, that could be a bit of a problem, couldn't it? Well, it takes one shot. Maybe we can get over here and just take it out without disturbing the old scare boy. Where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd he go, the flippin' floppy... Oh. No. Shut up. Shut up. I'm just hunting rabbits, you bastard. Stay there. Fucking stay there, you piece of shit. Oh, fuck, I lost the rabbit. He's gone. He buggered off, that's what he did. Ah, shit. Well, no rabbit pie for us later, and all that, but sure. Okay, right, we'll tell you what, since we're heading over to the jetty then, I think we'll start to wrap up here. So, it's episode 324 of So You're Being Hunted, with me, John Red Strategist. I had to think about the number for a second then. What I'll probably do is, I'll save at the jetty here. Next episode, we might stay on this island just to explore in case there's any other buildings that I've not encountered. And who knows, maybe if I quit out the game and then reload back in, the robots will all respawn, and so they'll spawn in different locations, and maybe there'll then be buildings that I previously was unable to access, which are now accessible. There is a rabbit down there, actually, who I could potentially get. Hello, I just saw him moving. Hold on. Some last-minute points, ladies and gents. Don't you fucking dare. Where'd you go? Oh, fucking hell. God, they run off, don't they? Friggin' quick. Okay, fuck it. No, never mind. He got away. He saw me coming. He saw Antipesto en route. Okay. Right, so yes, in that case, everybody, Facebook and Twitter links down below as usual, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. Other than that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. But in the meantime, this is General Red signing off. Goodbye, everybody. Well, let's go. Oh god, just hit the wall then. That took off a fair bit of health there, didn't it? Need to be careful. Oh. Destroy that. Oh god, it's firing back at me. Yeah, come on. Got it. All your tricks. Let's head to the left. God. Pilot your way into these narrow nooks and crannies. There's narrow nooks and crannies. Oh, there's another barricade up there. Oh, they're firing at me. They're shooting at me. Yeah, destroy it. Oh god, they're hitting me. Ow. There's another mine here. The west mine. Let's do it. More baby glow boxes. In you go. Little ones.